The 1v1, a time-honored tradition in Star Wars Battlefront 2015. So join us as we celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Star Wars Battlefront 2015 by taking a look at the top 10 1v1s in Star Wars Battlefront 2015.
Oh! Oh, whoops!
I cannot hit you.
Oh, what?
There we go.
Kicking things off at number 10, we have a classic matchup, Decker vs Beerus. When people think of the game in its prime, this is what comes to mind. Two all-time greats going at each other, but still keeping it light-hearted. It's a competitive 1v1, but a friendly 1v1.
Oh, I just fucked up the cooling flush.
At number 9, we have a grudge match between Alchemech and Buddy Rye. This actually began with Buddy Rye calling out his opponent for the 1v1. This was not friendly, this was bitter. This was to settle the score. After the match, Buddy Rye was very curious who the mystery opponent was. We did some digging, and we believe we found out. But Buddy Rye heard none of that. He believed that this player must be someone of a superior level, or the people are just incapable of reaching.
Woohoo! Come to my body so I can teabag you. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
At number 8, we have Chronic Gamer vs G-Men Smiley. Now what's so interesting about these particular kills is that G-Man is standing on the ground, when as we all know, Chronic usually rules over the skies.
My accuracy's bad!
My Albert wants me to play with them. Cause he had a fight with Angel about his dead grandfather. And
What?
oh god, you did the owl thing. That's so annoying.
At number 7, we have Sid Soccer versus the player best known as X-Nomska. This is known as perhaps the most balanced 1v1 in Battlefront history. So if you really just want to see two guys of equal skill going at each other for 10 minutes, look no further. This is the game for you.
Like, how are you good? Like, actually, like, really good.
So the gunk shot, is that going to combo poison? Oh, we got enough damage right there to faint the dust bobs. But it tracked. Once again, we see, I'm loving the way that it tracked, and it's a male. It's a male with the track.
At number 6, we have Jetlag vs Eddie Nano as part of the Star Wars Battlefront 2015 Spooky Cup. Now, what we have here, and it's quite interesting, is Jetlag running 3 support muns for the one muck. We have a Volcarona, we have a Malamar, we have a Sableye, and the muck's job set up with Power-Up Punch, Sweep, Minimize, never take a hit, Toxic, just to screw over the opponent who wants to try and stall. It was all these kind of tricks, like a male Sableye with Attract, that let Jetlag take the edge in the end.
Or if they don't switch, they have that 50% chance of not attacking and just stacks. So much goodies right there.
Yep. What was that? What? Oh my god. Egg and Base, please tell me you saw that as well.
I did not.
Bear lined
I'm watching
up
R-Type
3 separate shots he could have taken and did not.
Oh, I'm sure he did.
Number 5. The Bear vs R-Typer. This would be higher, except for the fact the Bear was just refusing to try, the same as he always does, because he's a scumbag. But what I want to pay attention to here is R-Typer. Now, R-Typer is someone that we kept an eye on for a while, because he was decent. Right? Now, you'll see a lot of random players in pub matches who very clearly should not actually be alive, but R-Typer was clearly thinking, like he played smart. He wasn't some beast day one, but he was clearly decent, right? And we watched it as he improved over time. He genuinely just got better and better. And we told him. We sent a message at one point, essentially just saying, hey dude, like, we think you've gotten way better, like, we just wanted you to know that we noticed that, like, you've improved, like, you're doing really good now, right? And his only reply to that was not good enough. R-Typer, he was having none of it. He was not gonna stop until he punched through the sky. And I like to think he did that. Because genuinely, if you run into R-Typer now, you are in for a bad time.
And he's just gonna destroy the entire enemy team. I saw him do it again right there. Line up the shot just so he knows he can.
If he likes it, I mean, why not?
I'm about to get eaten. No, there's the eating. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Oh my god!
Yes, I do, baby.
And number 4, we have Kricken versus Colossus 7. Now, if earlier we had the Sid Sokka Nomska fight, which was properly balanced, this is just the exact opposite by comparison. This is disgusting. I have never seen anything more one-sided in my life. You'd think that two guys whose names both begin with C would be of similar skill, but no, this was just not even fair. This was just essentially Colossus, like a fucking 900-pound Goliath of pure muscle, beating the shit out of poor defenseless coughing baby Kricken. Like, I wanted this to go some other way, especially because Kricken had just had his ass handed to him by AC Plan B, which, if you know how AC does things, you know that it was not gentle, there was no lube, and he just has to follow that by having Colossus dunk on him? This is disgusting. I don't want to focus on this anymore.
Cover being used, I've seen a lot of stylish out-the-air, mid-air shots.
Yeah,
And,
to be honest,
think-
I don't feel like either of us are really tryharding. I feel like we're both actually doing a 1v1 and like actually going for like style kills.
Well, that's a good excuse right there.
Which-
Kricken, do you have an excuse to counter it?
Now, I had to pull a lot of strings to get this footage. I had to suck a lot of dick to get this footage. At number 3, we have Colossus being humbled. Because after that last clip, you know what, maybe it's unfair to have someone in here be featured twice, but I just thought he needs knocking down a peg or two. He needs bringing back to reality after the brutal beatdown that he laid on Kricken. And what we have here is just, it's vile. It's just fucking disgusting. I am lost for words at how just catastrophic this event was for Colossus. I hear this is why fucking, like, Baylor wanted no part of that. They saw this clip and they were like, we can't have that on, like, as part of our fucking record. We do not need this entry in our Wikipedia page, thank you very much. I think it goes to something like 12-0. I don't know. I am no expert. I haven't watched the full clip. It's over 3 hours long of Colossus just getting fucking manhandled. And I don't want that in my life, just as I don't need to see him dismantling Kricken. I don't need to see that happening to him either. Maybe just a couple more seconds.
Lame-o.
Yeah, but I have 15.
Go back to school. You back to school and learn something.
For number 2, we have quite a special 1v1 taking place between the 50-something, late 50-something year old Edwin Smith and Child. Now, given at the end of this clip of Eddie breaking down and screaming and losing his shit at Child, we see Crazy Cat Lady leave the party out of embarrassment for what he just did. I personally feel that Child won.
Trash. Trash.
We made it here, number 1. What else could it be? It's Color Magician, absolutely fucking spanking King Beast 113. I am fucking towing him around like a dog. I may as well make him my slave. There is nothing he can do at this point. So we were actually set there in the party at this point because it was the classic blunder. He called out the 1v1. You never want to do that. So we tell him, alright, well, first you gotta play against, like, my boy AC, right? And then you gotta play against my boy Colossus, right? And then you can play against me. Now, Colossus, he backed out of that. He was like, well, I'll go if you win, then I'll go, right? Which, I'm fine with that, because obviously I'm gonna fucking win. So as far as I'm concerned, it's just a free match getting to see Colossus go after that, right? But he plays against AC, loses, obviously. Like, nothing he can do there. And then he wants the 1v1 with me. This is the classic setup: Imperial Hangar, Berserker, DLT-19X, Jump Pack, Cycler only. I don't even think melees were allowed. Who knows? He wouldn't have followed those rules anyway, right? But we go in here, and I'm just fucking laying into him. We start betting in the party how long before he rage quits, how long is he gonna last. I think AC bet on 3 minutes. Colossus, he said, well, I'll do 30 seconds more than that. He ends up lasting for 7 minutes. He proves all the haters wrong. He proves that he can take a beating like a big boy, because he stays in here for almost the whole match before rage quitting. He makes sure to send afterwards the fucking whiny crybaby messages about how, well, I lost, therefore my opponent must be using something. I think he settled on saying that I must be using a mouse and keyboard, because look at this fantastic mouse and keyboard aim. You see that? I did like a little spin there. That's fancy. Look, I went down, but in his mind, I didn't go down enough, right? It's not like I was in here being immortal. I was not invincible. I was not this untouchable beast. No, I was just playing an average game. He just couldn't keep up. He just could not deliver. In the end, to be fair, I don't even blame him for that. He was out of his league. His fire team league? Nah, he just could not do a thing. Like, I was fucking around. You saw me, like, going for, like, trick shots and shit like that. He's trying his best and just having the worst time of his life. This is the match that sent him to Xbox. After this shit, he just didn't want to be seen on PS4 anymore. He stopped trying to call out people for 1v1s. He stopped with all the trash talk all the time. He put his tail between his legs. He fucking 360'd and ran away to the Xbox. He just could not handle things anymore, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't want to have to play against Color Magician either. Like, I've tried that before. It's not very good. Color Magician playing with himself is not something the world needs to see. But Color Magician playing with his food, that's what you're seeing right now, because I'm just eating King Beast like a meal. I am sinking my teeth in, and there is nothing he can do to stop it, besides the rage quit, which of course he eventually does. Just because I just felt like there's something that needs bringing up, you know, like you call out the 1v1, you'd be like, yeah, I will throw down right now. And then the rage quit. I just can't let that go. I cannot abide a rage quitter. Like, just come on, it's a video game. Take the loss like a man. Like, it's not like I'm anally penetrating you again. Like, we don't need to see that. But he couldn't do it. And in the end, this is the best he could do. Look at that, he even got a kill. Look, you see that? He got a kill with the cycler rifle. Not good enough, I'm telling you. I'm telling you, he lost the match, so he goes to the messages like they all do. And I don't get it. Because, like, you can get the kill. It's not like there's something unfair here. You can see that you can get the kill. But isn't that what Star Wars Battlefront 2015 1v1s are all about? Someone gets salty. Someone rage quits. Someone accuses the other person of some wacky new fucking gadget directly handcrafted by Steve Jobs right before he died. That's the beauty of it.
Trash.
You say I said LMAO. Care to explain how LMAO? I'm fucking dead. So I wrote it in his language, so he understands fully.
I always die in this one. Oh, what the fuck? Trash.
Was
Oh, and he
he
rage quit.
camping?
He lasted
there?
7 minutes exactly.
And those were the top 10 1v1s in Star Wars Battlefront 2015.
It's
Tell him it's my
called
aimbot.